Hello, I'm Rebecca Lynch, Development and Grants Director for Arts AVL, and I'm here to give you an overview of our Arts for Schools grant program. We'd like to thank Dogwood Health Trust, Brunk Auctions, Gail and Brian McCarthy, Mills Manufacturing, Ray Griffin, and Tom Robinson for their support of this grant program. Exposure to the arts, both in and outside the classroom, is proven to improve academic success. However, we all know that not all students have the same opportunities to enjoy these benefits. The Arts for Schools grant program helps Buncombe County nonprofit arts organizations and teaching artists provide arts-focused performances, workshops, residencies, and field trips for students attending local K-12 public schools, those in the city of Asheville and Buncombe County. For a limited time, this grant will also include support for arts-focused after-school and camp programs. Grants range from $500 to $5,000, and the deadline to apply is June 17th, 2024. The timeline for the program is as follows, that we will hope to keep to. May 13th, the application will open. June 17th is a deadline to get your application in to us and submitted. We are hoping to announce the awards in mid-July following the review and grant panel selection process and grant review process. In late July, we hope to distribute funds. And really importantly, mark your calendars. There will be a final report due May 31st, 2025. Now pay attention, there's lots of eligibility we need to go through, and you can always reach out if you have questions about this. The primary purpose of the Arts for Schools program is to provide in-school arts programming for students attending economically disadvantaged schools. We want to ensure that students across Buncombe County, all students across Buncombe County, have access to the benefits of these arts experiences. However, due to a time-limited grant from Dogwood Health Trust WNC After 3 p.m. program, the Arts for Schools grant program will be expanded from fiscal year 25 to 27 over the next 3 years. During this period, applicants may apply for funding for in-school and out-of-school programs, but will only receive funding for one focus area per funding cycle. So you can submit two applications, just know that you would only receive support for one. Grants for in-school programs range from $500 to $2,000, and grants for out-of-school programs range from $500 to $5,000. For the purpose of this grant, in-school is defined as programs occurring during regular school hours, and out-of-school programs are defined as occurring after school, weekdays only, or camps on summer and holiday breaks. Applicants must be located in Buncombe County for at least 1 year, must be a 501c nonprofit arts organization or a qualified teaching artist. And to be a qualified teaching artist, you must either have a BA or BFA in their specific art form or more advanced degrees, or an equivalent in training and experience. Must have at least 5 years of experience working in arts education. That's for arts nonprofits and teaching artists. Programs must serve students in Buncombe County or City of Asheville K-12 public schools. And programs must be free for students and schools. This could include providing a specific number of scholarships. Your programs must align with North Carolina's Common Core curriculum and essential standards. They must take place in this year of July 1st, 2024 to June 30th, 2025. They do not need to be scheduled by the application date. However, they must take place during this year. For in-school programs, we'll need a school partnership agreement form as part of your application. And for out-of-school programs, applicants are ineligible to apply if they already receive funding for the proposed arts-focused program from Dogwood Health Trust WNC After 3 p.m. initiative. Again, for questions, you'll be able to contact me at rebecca@artsavl.org, and we can work through this. For camps, only 501c3 nonprofit arts organizations may apply for funding for camps, and the camp must be a program of that arts nonprofit. Priorities. For these programs, we're wanting them to be serving economically disadvantaged schools or underserved communities. You can see school rankings if you click through this document. And our grant guidelines posted on the website will take you to these links to determine which schools and their rankings of economic disadvantaged rankings. You'll also have the opportunity to explain how your program serves an underserved community. For multicultural programs, although our top priority is serving economically disadvantaged schools, we will also prioritize multicultural programs. And for a program to be considered multicultural, it must be conducted by artist ensembles or organizations of color and or promote African American, Asian American, Latino, or Native American cultures. Again, for after school program, the primary focus of the WNC after 3 p.m. program is on after school. So out of school applications focusing on after school will receive priority over other out of school programs, and proposals that ensure the long-term sustainability of these programs will also be prioritized. Allowable expenses that will be allowed for the use of the grant funds, artist fees for artists located in Buncombe County for the specific program outlined in the proposal, student materials and art supplies, admission fees to attend art experiences, or transportation fees to attend those art experiences. The grant cannot fund the following: fees for artists not located in Buncombe County, fees for school groups not located in Buncombe County, transportation and travel costs not related to the students, marketing, food, hospitality, art, music, and dance therapist, artifacts, artwork purchases, contingency funds, deficit reduction, fundraising events, hospitality entertainment functions, school band or school choral activities, lobbying expenses, oral history and history projects, tuition or interest on loans, fines, or litigation costs. Please note the final report, which will be due at the end of May in 2025, will ask for this information. So be thinking about those things as you work through your proposal. Mission, program offerings, budget size, community served, accessibility plans, multicultural offerings, and evaluation and impact plans. Descriptions of programmatic activities, the alignment with the curriculum standards, demographic information such as the number of participants, the frequency of attendance, the types of services provided, participant demographics, geographic impact, and education contact hours. Your proposal will be evaluated based on the following considerations. It'll first be evaluated by staff and then by a grant review panel. We'll be looking at the completeness of the application, feasibility of completion of the project within the time frame, the alignment of the arts with the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction standards, its impact on economically disadvantaged schools or underserved communities, multicultural programs, accessibility and inclusion, and capacity building will be looked at for out-of-school program applications only. This is how the selection process goes. All applications are initially screened by staff for completeness, eligibility, feasibility, and evaluation. And you can see here that completeness of the application, that if we had needed no further information, we received 10 points. If we have to request more information, 5 points. And then if we requested more information and that information was not submitted, 0 points. Is the request eligible? 100% eligible, 10 points. Part of the request eligible, 5 points. None of it eligible, 0 points. Can this project be completed by June 30th, 2025? Yes, 10 points. They'll need a little help to work with them, 5 points. Believe that the work cannot be completed within the time frame, 0 points. Around evaluation, will they be able to provide the necessary information for the final report? Yes, 10 points. They'll need assistance or we'll need to work with them, 5 points. Do not believe they'll be able to provide the necessary evaluation, 0 points. So applications receiving a 0 on any of these categories or a total score below 20 will not progress to the next stage of the process. We then have a selection panel comprised of 2 to 5 community volunteers who are knowledgeable about the arts and the arts education sector in Buncombe County in the city of Asheville. They will be reviewing application and provided the scoring matrix by Arts AVL. Again, they'll be reviewing the application and using a ranked score on application completeness. Again, do you feel like you have a good understanding of the proposal based on the application, or is it missing key details? How confident are you all in the ability of the organization to complete the proposal, considering the scope and time restrictions and other resources needed? Alignment with standards. How well does this program, arts program, align with and support student learning? How much does this program impact economically disadvantaged students or underserved communities? How much does this program promote multicultural, such as African American, Asian American, Latino, or Native American cultures, and or support artists, ensembles, or organizations of color? How well does this program engage and support students with diverse abilities, needs, and cultural backgrounds? And capacity building for out-of-school programs only. Does this proposal help capacity for the long-term sustainability of this program? Again, the panel of 3 to 5 volunteers is selected to review the applications and make final funding recommendations. Panelists are expected to review and score each application using a scoring spreadsheet provided by Arts AVL. Those scores are then combined and ranked by Arts AVL staff. And then all the panelists meet together to review the combined scores, discuss the applications, answer questions and concerns, and create a list of final funding recommendations. At that time, when applicants are notified, the applicant's combined scores, as well as any additional notes, will be given to the applicant with their notification letter. Congratulations, if you have received Arts for Schools grant, your organization will then enter into a contractual agreement with Arts AVL. We'll ask that you keep Arts AVL staff informed of project milestones or any changes. We are invested in your success and would like to be a part of sharing your story. So send us invites so that we can come to see your program in action. It's one of my favorite parts of this work, is to come and see the work that y'all doing in our community. Your organization will also have to complete a final report by May 31st, 2025. And note that late or missing final reports mean that you will not be eligible for funding in the next grant cycle. We need to have that closure to see what y'all did and what impact you're having in our community. Again, if something changes during the year and you need to talk to us, happy to have those conversations, and we can be as flexible as we can if something has come up and your project needs to shift, but need to be in contact with us in advance about those things. We'll also have you demonstrate recognition of Arts AVL as supporting this grant program, as well as the other required sponsors. Again, to apply, there's an application link on artsavl.org/schools, and you can click on the Google Forms link. It'll take you to an application that looks like this. And we are very excited and looking forward to reading applications and seeing the exciting arts programs that are going to be happening in our community for students in the coming year. If you have any questions, need help with your application, wondering about eligibility, please email me at rebecca@artsavl.org. Don't call, just send me an email and I'll be happy to set up an appointment for us to have a conversation or answer questions over email, whatever is most convenient. Thank you so much. And again, we look forward to reading your applications coming in.